Hey Technology Advice viewers, thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be looking at top tech trends for 2015. It's a new year, so of course we have to make some predictions about what's going to come up. So let's start with mobile. Mobile's been popular for the past couple of years, but in 2015 and in the coming years it's really going to reach a fever pitch. It's actually been predicted that by 2020, 80% of the world's adult population will own smartphones. So this means that when businesses design their websites, instead of just considering mobile as a secondary option, they really need to be putting mobile closer to the top of their priority list. So how can people access the site on mobile? How does it look on mobile? And from a business model perspective, how do people use the business services on mobile? These are incredibly important considerations. And from an employee side, as more and more consumers get mobile devices, more consumers are going to bring these devices to work and perform business tasks on them. This is a new consideration for IT. So how do we allow our employees to use these mobile devices while keeping our data secure? Very important considerations for 2015. Next, let's look at the Internet of Things. So the Internet of Things has been popular again for maybe a year or two, but in 2015, it's predicted that there'll be 4.9 million smart devices, which is a 30% increase from 2014. So phenomenal growth in the Internet of Things. And if you're unfamiliar, the Internet of Things simply refers to smart devices from household appliances up into more complex machines like cars that record and transmit data, usually to a website that consumers can access from an app. So a good example of this that we use in the Technology Advice Office is a Nest thermostat. So the Nest thermostat looks at historical data, what you set the temperature at, how often you change the temperature, and it records and pushes that data to an app that you can control the Nest from. So the Nest also bases its behavior on that data. So based on how you use it, the Nest will change and anticipate your needs. This leads us into our third and final prediction for 2015, that data analytics will become more popular. So since the Internet of Things is becoming more and more common, and along with social media data is being produced, businesses are going to need a method for analyzing all this data. So this is where data analytics comes in. So on a very basic level, the Nest is doing data analytics. So it looks at historical data, like I mentioned, and it uses that data to predict how it should act in the future. Now, data analytics, and more specifically predictive analytics, can't predict the future at 100% accuracy, but they can predict the future more accurately than at any other time in human history, which is pretty compelling. So not only is this technology popular, it's also incredibly versatile. So you can use data to predict which employees are most likely to leave based on their online activity and other behavior. Or you can also predict which customer loyalty offerings are going to be most effective. So how should you segment your audience? Which offerings should you push to make your customers most loyal? So it's because of data analytics' versatility and its power that worldwide business spend is predicted to reach $125 billion in 2015. So those are some predictions for 2015. If you'd like to read all of our predictions, you can check out the article we wrote on our blog at technologyadvice.com. I've included some links to some of the stats that I cited in this video in the comments below, so let me know if we missed anything. Is there a big one coming up that we didn't mention in the article, that we didn't mention in the video? Love to hear your feedback. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.
Hello everybody, so today we are going to talk about something a little bit different. I get asked pretty often on Twitter and Tumblr, how do I make money on YouTube? So I'm going to tell you, and that is that the most easiest and effective way to make money on YouTube is through brand sponsorships. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, how do I find these sponsorships? Will brands just come to me? Do I have to find them? You know, sometimes a brand will stumble upon your YouTube channel and will want to work with you, but if you want to take a more proactive approach, you can use websites that connect influencers with content creators to do the brand sponsorships. One of my favorite sites to do this is grapevine.com. It's pretty much where I find all of my sponsorships, and if you want to check them out, I'll leave the link in the description below. I get complaints pretty often when I make sponsored videos because I think there's this mentality within any sector of the entertainment industry where if you're profiting off of something you love doing, that you're selling out. People can say what they want to, and that's fine, but the reality is that me, along with a whole bunch of other YouTubers, have this amazing platform to do what we love to express ourselves, and also make some money doing it. I'm a college student, and as they say when you're my age, Money ain't cheap, okay? So some of my previous sponsorships include the ones I did for Adamail.com, where I unboxed their products, and the one that I did for Casper Mattresses, where I did kind of like a nighttime routine. Here's the thing though, and this should be pretty common sense. Do not promote a product that you don't like. I do my unboxing videos because the products appeal to me and pretty much my entire audience. And I did the Casper mattress promotion because A, the mattress was extremely cheap, and B, it was super comfortable. I truly would not promote a product or a service if I did not think it was gonna benefit the people I was promoting it to. If you don't like the products you're promoting, it's going to A, come off obviously in the video, B, do horribly for your sales, and C, which is like the worst thing, totally alienate your audience. Which brings me to say that you should always be creative with these videos. Your sponsored videos should be ones that people want to watch. They shouldn't watch the whole video and at the end think, wow, that entire thing was just a commercial. Though there will be commercial aspects to what you're making, the entire thing as a whole should be, you know, a typical, whoever you are, video. You should try